guys, welcome back to the channel. So I was busy yesterday finishing off all the wood. If I turn you around, you can see all the wood's done. I've got a lot of rubbing down to do, which I'll do tomorrow. Weather's really not helping us today. Chucking it down with rain. There you go, it's all cladded out, all ready to go. So I'm going to leave it there for today because obviously, you know, can't do much in this weather. There's a few things I want to sort out anyway, so we're going to leave it today. Lovely British weather, eh? It's I don't know if you guys probably already realised that I haven't got a lot of space to do the job in. I have to do it on my drive, which isn't ideal. I've got no garage, so it's not easy. It's not easy, so I am restricted on space. I've got all these big ideas but no space to do them in. It is absolutely throwing down the weather, not great. So I'll speak to you once I've rubbed everything down. I've got a lot of rubbing down to do and we'll go from there. Morning guys, we're doing a little bit more today. So let's show you what I've started.
And me drinking tea.
Tina's drinking tea. She's just rubbed down all the wood there, so there's no...
Best she could.
Yeah, I do. We've ordered the material that we're going to put on. Well, we haven't ordered it, but we're going to order it today.
We want, haven't we? We've got
yeah, so we're going to get that sorted later on. Right, so there's my two batteries. As you can see, they're all nice and padded. Look at the size of the cable we've got. We've got 95mm squared cable. It's really thick, and that's the same size cable we're going to send over to the Lynx distributor, which will be in that corner. All my electrics are going to go over in this corner. That one there is no longer connected. It's only connected to the solar panel, which I'll change afterwards anyway, and we'll go from there. But that's going to move as well. All my electrics are going to come here, and then my kitchen is going to be above it, and it's all going to be hidden with the boiler under the kitchen. So let's see how far I get today. The 240 volt, I've got one of my good friends, Kev, his son is an actual electrician for houses. I'm sure he'll come over and fit the RCDs. I've got an RCD going to the Multiplus, and then I've got an RCD coming out of the Multiplus going into the electrics for the camper van. So everything's going to be done as British standards required. I have been looking at Greg Vigo, and he's been giving me lots of tips. Although I've not spoke to him, his videos are very informative. So we are getting there, and once this is done, then we can start actual building.
Slowly getting the living room back.
Yes, Tina's starting to get the living room back. As I say, we're actually emptying out as we go, and that was the next step. 2 batteries gone, all the cabling, all the electrical stuff that I've got a Lynx distributor, I've got an XS 5050 charge, 50 amp charger, DC to DC charger, my MPPT, and my Multiplus. So I'm going to try and fit most of that today. If I don't get there completely, it don't matter, I've got plenty of time. I'm just cracking on as much as I can until
before we get into holiday mode.
Yeah, we've got 2 weeks to go.
We leave 2 weeks on Wednesday.
2 weeks on Wednesday. I'm good. Shall we take them around Europe with us? Do some filming, take them around Europe with us, and yeah, they can see how we're enjoying ourselves while we're waiting.
But then when we go next time, we'll be in this one.
Well, we hope so.
We will be.
We will be, okay. I think the wife's already sort of come to the conclusion that once this is complete and it's all done, we're possibly gonna sell on our Swift Escape 694. So if anyone's looking, it's a lovely vehicle. We've looked after it. It's got lithium in it. It's got all the Victron stuff in it. Island bed. So that'll be for sale probably March, April time. We will still be working while we're away, but we can work from wherever we want to be. Okay guys, I'll see you in a bit. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, I've done a few bits. Let me show you what I've done. So you've got the Lynx distributor there. You've got the Orion XS 12x12 DC to DC 50 amp. That's the XS, very compact. The 12 volt is down there, which runs to all my 12 volt system once I get them all sorted. The MPPT is all connected. The Leisure batteries are all connected. Got to admit guys, I've enjoyed this so far, I really have. But those electrics are an absolute nightmare. They're I don't know, it seems as though, like, you know, treble the time that you expect it to take. You want to get it right, so I can understand that, but it looks like a bit of a mess here at the moment, but I will tidy it up. But yeah, it's not much fun guys, it really isn't. But I am getting there. I am getting there, and I am getting everything sorted. I've got a little diagram up there to where everything's going. Let me get in and show you a little bit closer. It's a bit of a mess in here. I am going to tidy it up. I'm going to spend a whole day tomorrow tidying up. But right, so let me explain what I've done. Okay, so solar panels, I've used 6mm cable over to here, over to the MPPT. I've then used 10mm cable. Let me just double check that. Yes, I've used 10mm cable to go from the MPPT over to the Lynx distributor. The batteries, which I have a fuse, which is that one there, as you can see. That's actually a 450 amp fuse. It says on here 70mm squared cable. I've actually used 95mm. Okay, it's not overkill. It's purely because on this diagram it's got a 1200 inverter. My inverter is going to be a 3000 watt, so I'm going up. There's actually 2.5 meters in between the Leisure batteries and the Multiplus. Sorry, the Lynx distributor. So that's fine. I've put a shunt in there, which will be connected to my servo once I get that sorted. So I've got a shunt there, and also I've got an isolator switch for the battery. I can turn it off, do what I need to do. Okay, so I've done all that. The DC to DC XS 50 amp, I've put a 60 amp fuse from the starter battery to the Orion XS. Then I've used 25mm cable, which it says on here, and the reason I've stuck with that is because you just can't fit any thicker cable in it. I would have gone overkill, but I didn't do that. Now on the earth, what I've done, I've run a cable straight from the earth of the vehicle battery, and I've run it straight to the Lynx distributor. I've also run an earth from the DC to DC to the chassis. This is what I've been advised to do, and I think it's looking okay. There is something I haven't done, which I will do. It's saying here that you need an isolator switch. I don't see why, because that only works when the DC to DC only works when the battery's running. So I'll double check that. I have got an isolator switch, so it wouldn't take long to put it in. We'll go from there, see what happens. I might put one in just to, but it's all looking a mess at the moment, guys. It's just hard work. It really is. I can see on my app. Let's see if I can show you my app, my Victron app. So it's in absorption at the moment because the batteries are virtually charged up. Okay, so it's looking good. Another jobbed. As I say, electrics not my forte, and I really probably would rather not do it, but you know, it is what it is. I've sorted all that out, and the next step will be, I believe, I'm going to do the multi-plus next. Not sure exactly where I'm going to put it, but you know, we're going to find a hole for it. I'm going to work out where the shower and toilet ends, and then I can put the multi-plus there. So I'll see you when I get that fitted, guys. Do you ever get them days when you think, right, 2 steps forward and then something goes wrong and 1 step back? Well, that's today. So I came out today and noticed the MPPT wasn't working. So I know it's not very sunny, but you get a little bit. I was getting nothing, it was switched off. So I contacted the seller. They then put me in touch with the main dealer, the main Victron dealer in the UK. They ran me through a couple of steps just to double check, see what was going on. They said it looks like the MPPT's failed. So Tina's gone up the post office, sent it, recorded delivery. We get a signature. They said they'll have a look at it, repair if needed, if not, replace. So, you know, nothing I can do on that side of it. But today we've put where we're going to put a shower. So let me turn you around. So you've got a shower tray there. Now I can actually stand in that with my Crocs on, and it's not moving at all. Reason being, if you want to have a look underneath, so on this little lip bit here, I've put a bit of 6mm ply inside, just so as you can't, you know, so it doesn't flex too much. Don't want it flexing too much because that's when the cracks happen. And I noticed that this is quite low compared to where the toilet goes. So what we've done, we've put a bit of 18mm ply underneath, so it raises it a bit, so it makes it look better against the toilet. Okay, so that's that done. So that's where it's going to go. It's not sealed yet, as I've got other work to do. I won't seal that until last thing. We are going to build the shower frame next week, so that's going to be done. Electrics, I'm just going to hold off now until I get that the MPPT back, which they say should be back by Monday. Not a problem. It's Thursday today, so they'll receive it Friday. Hopefully they're going to fix it straight away or replace it, send it back to us. This is the toilet I've got. It's a C403. Now the 403 means it's electronic. 402, I think they're pump water or you've got a separate water tank inside, this runs direct from the fresh water tank, so that's got to be fitted in. But the hose is just here, so I can run that through. That's not a problem. Bit of electronics. If any of you guys have ever fitted a C403, let us know what these wires are for, because they've got no instructions. They've not told us. I know there's electronics on the top, but they haven't told us anything at all. So solar panels are disconnected for now. I'll sort them out when the MPPT comes. So our next step is going to be, we've got the fabric now from RC Fabrics, which is going to go onto the roof. It's going to go along the walls, the doors, this wall and the side loading door. We're not going to put it there on the bulkhead, and we're not going to put it in the kitchen area. That's all going to be waterproofed and tiled, so I'll show you that when we get to it. But yeah, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But you know, I'm not going to film too much more. I'm probably going to do the fabric and do the toilet, and then I'm going to call it a day until next year. I've got a lot to do. We're going to Spain, Portugal, contemplating whether to go into France. We don't know, but Spain and Portugal is the main aim for us this year. Okay, so once I get the fabric on, guys, I'll let you have a quick look. If we've got time, we will build a frame for the shower. That then gives me an idea of where we're going to have the kitchen. So I reckon we're going to start the kitchen around here, which is, yeah, it means it's a quite nice big kitchen. The toilet's going to, the sink bowl is going to be about here, with the tap just here, and then the cooker will go there, and the fridge will go there. And then it's starting to build it now, because I've been watching lots of YouTube channel builds on Mercedes Sprinters, and there's the main thing I had to do was miss a chassis. So the chassis runs across here, right here. I wanted to push it over a little bit. I wanted to put the hole here, but I couldn't, because that was right on top of a chassis. So I've had to bring it this way. I didn't want to bring it that way because that completely cuts off the kitchen then, and I don't want to cut the kitchen off. So we've come over this way, which makes the bed a bit shorter, but I might have to throw Tina on this side and then I'll go on that side and make that a bit longer. I don't know, we'll see what happens. But that's it for now, guys. As I say, I'll let you see when we've done some of the carpeting, or all the carpeting, if we can get it done, and then I think we'll call it a day on this video, just to start enjoying our holiday, which is, you know, I'm really looking forward to it now. It's coming very close. We've got less than 2 weeks to go before we leave. We leave on the 18th of December, and we're not coming back till the end of February. By then, hopefully, I'll have the water tanks. I want to get them fitted so as I can get all the water sorted. But that's for another day. Okay, guys, I'll see you when I've got the fabric on the ceiling. Hello, guys. So we've cut short the fixing of the van. Camper van.
We had to, didn't we? The
weather's not on our side. Work's been fairly busy, hasn't it?
Keeping us going.
Yeah, so I haven't really done anything over the last week or so on the camper van. The only thing I had done, so we lost power from the solar panels. I stupidly immediately assumed it was the MPPT controller. So I sent it back to Energy Monkey. They phoned me a couple of days later. They've been superb. They phoned me a couple of days later, said, no, nothing wrong with this. So unfortunately, it's either your solar panels or something your end.
I pull the van apart a bit.
I pretty much pulled the van apart, which is better to do now rather than when I get all the furniture in. I pulled the van apart, and it appeared that on one part of the wood panelling that we've put on, I've put a screw right through the live wire.
Straight through the wire.
Yeah, straight through the wire, cut it. As soon as I reconnected it and, you know, got it all safe,
it's all back to working.
It's all back 100%. So it's not the solar panels. I didn't think it was. They're Energy solar panels. They're really good panels. They're not your household ones. They're, you know, proper camper van ones. 175 watt each, so there's 350 watts. At the moment, they're the only way we can charge the batteries up.
Yeah.
We bought two Fogstar batteries. Now they don't come fully charged, so we bought them and they were at about 43%, 44%. They're now at 75%, and it's the only way we're charging them. And there's not a lot of daylight. It's been terrible around here.
Just on the odd bit of driving here and there as well, isn't it?
So we're going to call it a day for this vlog. As tomorrow we're heading down to Portsmouth.
Yeah.
And
try and chase the sunshine.
Yeah, we're going to try and chase the sunshine. We're catching the ferry from Portsmouth to Santander on Thursday evening, and we land in Santander on Saturday morning. We're going to take you guys with us. We may not be able to put vlogs on that while we're out there, but we are going to try to do that. If not, you'll get a weekly vlog when we get back. But I am gonna try, because obviously memory cards and all this, you know, it does take memory up. So we're gonna try and do it while we're away.
And then we'll dive back into the van as well.
Yeah. Once we're back, we're gonna dive straight back into the van and really push it on. The only thing that's really holding me back on the van at the moment is the 230 volt. Now I'm not too bad on the 12 volt, and I feel as though I've done a good job on the 12 volt. But the 230 volt side, I don't want to get a shock. I don't want to cause a fire. So I'm going to get a qualified electrician to give me a diagram of what I need to do. He's a friend of ours, so he might even do it himself. We never know. But that's the only thing. I mean, you know, I've got all the RCDs. It's all going to be done, you know, according to, you know, regulations. But I'm not going to do it myself. I really don't want to do it. You know, it's like it could catch fire. You could do anything. You know, so I am going to get some expert help on that one.
Yeah.
Then, you know, I'll start building furniture and, you know.
And we'll keep it going and
and we'll keep you informed on how we're going. So that is it for now, guys. We will see you. We'll probably be in Spain when the next one comes out, if I can get it sorted. If not, then we'll be back from Spain and you'll get a series of them. But other than that, join us on our journey. We are going hopefully for about 8 weeks. If we have to cut it short, we have to cut it short, but hopefully about 8 weeks. Tina's waiting on some hospital appointments. So that's it for now. Please subscribe, like and comment anything you'd like to, anywhere you'd like us to go to have a look at, because we're going around the northern part of Spain, through Portugal, and then down to the southern part of Spain, and then we're going to decide then whether we come back up to Santander and catch a ferry at Portsmouth, or go
do
through France.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we do France, it'll only be probably a week.
A week in France, you know.
But we live nearer to Dover, so it's easier.
It's easier, but it's a lot more driving, a lot more rushing, and we don't really.
And the cold.
Yeah, last time we did it, it was a bit of a rush. We were moving every day.
And it was cold in France.
It was cold in France, whereas in Spain and Portugal we were still moving every day, and we wasn't really getting the feel for it, was we?
No.
This year we're hoping to spend 2-3 days. Airs, the odd campsite here and there. We might even end up in Benidorm. You know what? Tina loves Benidorm, and Tina loves a drink. We all know that.
We will end up in Benidorm.
So, okay, we will end up in Benidorm. So, join us on our journey, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
Take care, guys.